All right, it's January 13th, and yeah, that's recording a little later. It turned out to be a night that I needed to take a nap to just even get through recording this tonight because the stupid ongoing chronic fatigue is still going. So, fuck it. But I am here, I'm recording stuff, and I have some cool stuff to think about, kind of reflect on, good radio memories, right? For some of those of us that are old enough, because I know the airwaves are kind of not as popular to listen to over your Spotify's, and people use Pandora, or let's go with Bandcamp. That Apple Music, there's another one. But back in the day, especially back in the day, and it's how I found some of my music tastes, was the Edge 106 and 100.3, and then later 103.9, and that's where I found ska punk with Craven Moorhead, which helped just form my taste in music as I kind of was drawn to punk rock and ska and learned about fucking amazing locals like Last Action Zeros and Two Dimes and October and Authority Zero. Yes. Those were the days, right? But also, it's like reflecting. I pulled out some of these old acoustic Edge, like live and recording. Like Lid is on here, Denver Harbor is on here. Of course, Authority Zero is on like every one of these. I think the format. I know a lot of you guys know our local format. Jack Johnson, OK Go. There's a lot of cool stuff that they actually got to record in the studio. Go Bordello on this latest one here. Obadiah Parker. Some might remember the very popular parody Blowbots where, Scott Selbar is talking about our favorite, stereotypes, legitimate definitions of, yeah, that's up to you. But they were awesome. And it was a fun time reflecting on that because you might be seeing a cool little article reflecting on it, not from me, from the awesomeness that is Benjamin Leatherman there over on the New Times. So keep an eye out for that. He's doing a really cool thing, and let him know if you have any Edge memories because he's looking for him to help contribute to that article. So gonna plug that there. Of course, other things to plug. Well, I've got a lot of shows and streams to tell you about for the next week, so let's safely go. Yes, welcome to another episode of Every Show Joe Says Safely Go, where I always recommend masking up. It's at least the minimum you can do, as a room full of masks will lower the spread of everything, really. The flu, which I've seen has been taking down some people pretty bad, and also, of course, COVID, which is unfortunately also still continuing to take me down a little bit. So, yeah, let's try to make these rooms more, inviting, especially because we still have our friends, our immunocompromised friends, and we want to be as inclusive as possible to these shows. Plus, they help benefit our favorite touring bands and musicians because lowering their chance of catching it means they can keep going. Especially for the smaller and mid-size, that could be big in terms of either they have to postpone or cancel because they have to put up at least 5 days, whoever caught it, or if the whole band caught it, that kind of stuff. So please, I always stress, please mask at these shows. And of course, there is still the flu shot and the COVID booster, so you can always help your immunity that way too. Of course, if you're not yelling at your screen going, stop being political, because health issues are not political. But if you are still watching, please be sure to like wherever you're watching it. And if you're watching on YouTube, please be sure to subscribe as those numbers go up. I get access to more features like ad revenue, which I don't get. So that's why you're not skipping over that after 6 seconds, right? You see it pop up and then you're like, still no, even though it's the Best Buy ad, and I'm good with that, but I'm still skipping 6 seconds in, right? We want to see our video content. Regardless, the way you can support, because I don't get that kind of stuff, is patreon.com/everyshowjoe. Yes, patreon.com/everyshowjoe. We'll just repeat it, right? Repetition is the help there. But yeah, you can always go there. Even $1 a month helps me out. $5 a month, that's like buying me a beer a month or energy drink or soda or whatever you want to consider it at one of our favorite venues here. At least our mid-sized ones. We know the Desert Sky Pavilion there is just like $14 or whatever. Fuck. That is crazy, by the way. When like the lawn seats are like $20, and for the equivalent, you can buy a single beer. That's insane. But you can help me out by even $1 a month over at patreon.com/everyshowjoe. Thank you again for Megan, you might know as Critical Miss, for my latest Patreon there supporter. So appreciate it a lot. Anything you can do, and if you can't, I totally understand. But throw that out there. Of course, something you can do for free. Go to everyshowjoe.com. See all the awesome photography that I have with some words of why I think those bands are awesome. And you can see stuff like the latest Anti-Flag show that had We Are the Union, Venomous Pinks, and The Limit Club. Also, AJJ and Veronica Everhart. That one, they're part of the Zona Nights. That also featured on there as the latest that I was able to at least poke out and kind of sacrifice a couple days to horrible repercussions from this dumb virus. But it was awesome at least getting to do that in some of my favorite bands. So go check that out. And one more shameless plug. There is a store link in that menu bar. You can pick up an Every Show Joe shirt and help me there too. You know, wear it around. People who look it up and be like, what the fuck? I mean, that might not be their answer. I don't know. But they'll be like, maybe they'll look it up. And that'll help me out. So appreciate anything you can do. Of course, every week I like to push pretty much... Well, yeah, fuck racism, fuck homophobia, fuck transphobia, fuck sexism, fuck all the bullshit of dehumanizing one another for whatever petty bullshit that, you know, people want to do. Because, yeah, that is horrible, and it's human rights, and we deserve to be on all the same level field. There shouldn't be a wage disparity or, you know, police acting differently toward certain other thing. Colors of skin, I think. Let's put it that way. That kind of stuff. That is fucking bullshit. So, of course, I like to throw out ways to be supportive and help, you know, to bring a little more positivity and get involved. All these have ways to get involved and be proactive about it. There is our local Black Lives Matter, BLM, PHX, Metro.org. There's also PoderinAction.org, which also, I got to give them credit. They have a really good Instagram and social media presence. So go check out Poderin Action. But also, PoderinAction.org. You can find there to see ways to get involved. StopAAPIHate.org. That's our Asian American Pacific Islander. There's also FirstNations.org to help our favorite people, our indigenous people, our Native Americans. Those are ways to help there. And, of course, it shouldn't fucking matter who you love, who you're comfortable as. Be you. And, unfortunately, there are still people with horrible prejudices about all this bullshit. So I like to throw out other ways to support there too. Our National Center for Transgender Equality. We're fighting for laws for just even equal working rights and protections. Because, it shouldn't matter who your partner is. It is just let it go. Transequality.org is their website. And then from the horrible shooting that was up in Colorado at Club Q, they wanted people to support through the Colorado Healing Fund. So if you go to coloradogives.org /donate/CO healing fund, you can find it there and donate. Other cool things that are involved with our music scene, of course, is the Sidewalk Project. They're helping with the homeless and against self-harm and all that. TheSidewalkProject.org. They have a Phoenix section, so they can get involved with our favorite local punk bands and also get involved with them. Punk Rock Saves Lives, of course, I think a lot of us know about. You've seen me wear the shirt multiple times. And go support them. They're involved on a national scale with all that, and with helping mental health, getting on the bone marrow list, all that kind of stuff that you can go and help and support one another. And given, well, this is Arizona, and we have a territorial law, not from before when we were not even a state yet, being enforced on reproductive rights. That's bullshit. So, of course, like to throw out the Abortion Fund of Arizona, not just for, abortions, but also for a resource that is very important for people sorting out what they need for reproductive rights. Abortionfundofaz.org there. And one other thing like to throw out there, projecthope.org. That one they are doing multiple things. That's with supporting Puerto Rico and their rebuilding, and from the hurricane damage, and also like Ukraine, supporting their stuff as Russia, for one reason, for really no reason, has been trying to take their country. And so you can go and support there. But, of course, the simplest thing, easiest way I like to throw out there is, of course, you want to support your favorite musicians. And Well, simplest, easiest way. Go buy the merch, buy the shirts, buy the CDs. Go on their Bandcamp, support there. You don't even have to get physical media, right? Also, it is still, I guess it was like 75 here, but it is cooler in most of the country. So you can get like a hoodie. You can get a thing that I always forget what it's called that goes around your, not handkerchief. I am somehow, that tells you how much I use. Oh, scarf. You can get a scarf. Man, that's how much I use a scarf here in Phoenix. That tells you. But anything you can do to support, there you go. And the other thing I like to throw out there is NEVA, the National Independent Venue Association, was set up in 2020 because our favorite independent venues did not have any representation for Congress and trying to get money to them to support in those times. So, yes, go to nevassoc.org and you can go help support them. They are now lobbying for your favorite interests of your favorite local independent venues. And also, they have an emergency fund there, so they are supporting anyone that might need it there. And, yeah, of course, the most direct, simplest, easy way is you want to go out to a show, right? You go support the venues directly, go support the bands directly. And, yeah, so let's get right into it tonight. Of course, the 13th. It's Friday the 13th. Right? There's connotations involved with that for at least some, or maybe you're not. But regardless, I think it's probably a good night of shows, because let's start tonight. All times are Arizona times, which are Mountain Standard Times, as long as I did the math right on some of those streams, so hopefully we got it right. But let's begin at the top. We got Emo Night with Arsenic Kitchen, Rad Stacy, -32, An Awful Mess, and Another Day's Demons over at Jared's Coffee, Tea, and Gallery, starting at 6 p.m. We also got Glass Generation with No Lungs, Practically People, and Ring Finger No Pinky at the Alibi House, 7 p.m. Moving on down this list, we got Details of Eating. Oh, that's a good name. Narwhal Jr. and the Edisons at Flock House starting at 7:30 p.m. There is another one that popped up on here, the Iceman Special, with the Psychedelephants there at Dark Star in Tempe, 9 p.m. The Senators are playing at the Valley Bar at 7:30 p.m. Jamie is in Town of the 1967 at Devil's Advocate. That is at 8 p.m. We got George Clinton in the Parliament, Funkadelic. Yes, because I know some of you guys love that. Of course, also last time they came through, they played with Fishbone. So, already, that's just all right. I mean, regardless, it's awesome. Even standalone. We don't even need to put that endorsement there. But there's Celebrity Theater starting at 8 p.m. We also got, down in Tucson, got Joan of Arkansas, Dung Eater, and yes, like Critical Miss, also down there. So two of my favorite people here, or two favorite musicians, there we go, that play up here in Phoenix are down in Tucson, so go check them out at Brody's Dark Horse Tavern down there. 9 p.m. starts, and you still have time to get there, even out on my late recording. Also, while you're down there, another good one if you like reggae rock, we got ZC Keeley with Desert Fish and Slums of Harvard at 191 Tool at 8 p.m. for that. Plus, if you're hanging out at home and looking for something really cool, well, Scott Klopstein's got you covered. You might know him from Real Big Fish. You might know him from The Littlest Man Band. You might just know his solo stuff, which all of it awesome, right? Well, then you can go tune in, put in some requests. One of the most positive environments you can hang out with in the Twitch chat put together there, produced with G. Scott Barrett there and Scott Klopstein. It is a blast if you're looking for something to hang out at home and watch live and contribute. So twitch.tv/Scott Klopstein, 10 p.m. You can go for that. And then Saturday rolling in, we got some really cool stuff. We've got Sick in the Head with the Russian Dog Experiment, Bulletproof Backpacks, Bright Sunshine, Ain't a Better Problem over at Rips Bar, 8:30 p.m. There's Dreamboat with Cheap Hotels, Betting on the End, and Through the Wire over at the Trunk Space. And they do ask you that you wear a mask inside there at 7:30 p.m. And then another one, a birthday show. It's looking like ADD with Thrash Can, Skeleton Army, Turco, and Birth of Monsters at Metalheads, 7 p.m. Plus, yes, this list keeps going. We've got A Casual Divorce with Hieroglyph and Heckle Havel. I've always probably pronounced this weirdly every time we put it on this list. That's Heckle Havel, or that. Well, yeah, we'll go with that. It's at Last Segment Live, so you can find out how to pronounce it at 8 p.m. over there. Then we got Ultraviolet Communication, The Metropolis Man, 1967, Solitfi, and more. They're at the Rock and Roll Arizona Marathon in Tempe, 8 a.m. start for that, and they're all stages set along the course of it throughout Tempe. And I think it's a 2-day event. I was looking at it. I saw 1967's only got an event for Saturday, so I don't know if they're playing both days or how that all works, but you can go check that out and, get some exercise in, right? We also got a Maya with Dead World Reclamation, sorry. Killed by Yeti, Phage, and Painting Fences at the Blues Bar, 6:30 p.m. There's Kayla with Vonderheide and Katie May, or Kayla Vonderheide and Katie May at the Dirty Drummer there, 8 p.m. Got Sean Benet of AJJ, and we have Tim Casher of The Cursive and The Good Life over with Veronica Everhart at the Yucca North up in Flagstaff at 7 p.m. if you're looking for an escape, and probably see some snow still hanging out there, I assume, especially as we're expecting some wet weather to roll in, so drive safe also. But we're looking for something to go south of Phoenix. Well, we got Reverend Horton Heat. Yep, they're back with the Surfer Jets. I don't know if that's how that's pronounced, Surfer Jets. We're just going to go with it. At 191 Tool, Tucson, 8 p.m. We also got down, a little bit north again. We're going to just bounce around here. We've got Emodite. Once again, you might know it from tonight. It's the same, mostly. We got Arsenic Kitchen. We've got Rad Stacy. We got Winter Haven on this bill, so even cooler. Negative 32, Awful Mess, and Another Day's Demons at the Den up in Prescott, starting at 5 p.m., which... RIP to one of the more premier venues that has been up there. Unfortunately, they announced they're be closing at the end of the month. So get up there and check out some live music in it while it's still open and support. But yeah, we're losing another venue, unfortunately. 5 p.m. though for that. Listen, I know it's an awesome show. A little sad news at the end there. And then if you're looking for something from home, well, Wheatus is you covered. Wheatus is doing a live show with The Fatal Flaw and Todd Morse live from the Mercury Lounge over on mandolin.com, 4:30 p.m. for that stream to start. And yeah, every Saturday, wake up with one of the happiest people, Kepi Gooley, on The Kepi Show over on his Facebook, 10 a.m. And yeah, just give him a follow. And usually kind of pops on here and there in streams, so that's more reason to give him a follow. Then we roll into Sunday to wrap up your weekend. And we got Sean Benet of AJJ and Tim Casher once again. They're going to be playing here in Phoenix with Veronica Everhart at the Rebel Lounge, 8 p.m. We also got Police State with the Rosemont, Cenobite, and Lilac Cadillac, some of my favorite people in Lilac Cadillac, at the Valley Bar, 7 p.m. We got Shane Money with Whiskey Drunk, Fuck All You People, and Cadaver Dabadoos at the Ground Zero, 7 p.m. Scalp with Livid and Saint Breaker at the Nile, 7 p.m. And yeah, you can catch the Bite Me Bambi music stream at twitch.tv/Bite Me Bambi, 3 p.m. Then Monday, we've got one for you. We got Daniel St. Black with Danielle Durek and Lennon Vanderdos at the Rebel Lounge, 8 p.m. Then Tuesday, just got the normal streams. We got Chris Murray doing his Blue Beat live stream on his Facebook starting 6 p.m. Scott Klopstein's over on his Twitch at 10 p.m. Bite Me Bambi got their music show in the morning on Tuesdays at 9 a.m. And yeah, moving on to Wednesday, we've got Gracie Spencer and The Work with Taylor Glasheen at the Yucca Tap, 7:30 p.m. At least the time there over on yuccatap.com. We got the Edisons. They're going to be also featured on the Recording Artist at, the recordingartist.com, starting at 7 p.m. And we got Scott Klopstein using his morning stream, 10 a.m. And by me, be doing their 6:30 evening stream this Wednesday. Thursday, we got more physical stuff you can go check out, like Avenue Army with Night of Spiders and Four Banger. Hell yeah. Over at the Rhythm Room, 7 p.m. And still going Jade Road with Hieroglyph at the Lost Leaf. That has an 8 p.m. start. Some of the most awesome people that play some ska in the valley put together another band that you've heard a couple weeks here. Madman Theory, they're going to be over at Cactus Jack starting at 7 p.m. Got George Ruiz Band over at the Wasted Grain in Scottsdale, 9:30 p.m. And if you're looking to start your weekend a little early and go north, we got Coolsy, we got Snailmate, and we got Fang over Fist at the Flagstaff Brewing Company, 8:30 p.m. up in Flagstaff, of course. Scott Klopstein streaming 10 a.m. another morning stream for you over on his Twitch. And then, yeah, we're at Friday with some actually pretty cool. I mean, they're all pretty cool, right? They wouldn't be on this list if they weren't, right? But we got some awesome stuff. We got Closet Goth up here in Phoenix playing with the Chonks, Glue Stick, and Fauna at the Trunk Space. And reminder, Trunk Space asks you wear masks inside. 7:30 p.m. start for that. We also got Western Heroes Western Heroes of the Phoenix Underground. That's what they're calling this show. Featuring Mike and the Molotovs, 20-Foot Neon Jesus, which if you haven't seen 20-Foot Neon Jesus, that is a spectacle in its own. So right there, got your selling point. We got the Fast 86ers, and we have our calling ourselves Punk Daddy at Timeout Lounge, 8 p.m. Also, another one up in Flagstaff. So if you're hanging up there for the show at the Flagstaff Room Company. You can just hang out and we'll catch this one. I got the Upchucks with Vacant Skies, Gone Before Us, and Rough Stuff at the Hive up in Flagstaff, 6:30 p.m. And down in Tucson, even got one for you. Steph and the Articles playing at Club Congress, 8 p.m. Plus, if you're looking for some stuff that's live streaming, Coffin Cat's got a live stream from the Rock Club over on Zuma.live, 8 p.m. You go check them out. Plus, of course, the usual Scott Klopstein over on his Twitch, 10 p.m. So, got actually a good assortment this week for you as we're getting into the thick of January. Of course, these are all of my tastes, which, because it's awesome, celebrate our humanity, we all have different tastes, and that is how you also get introduced to some really cool new stuff. But regardless, that means all these I think are awesome, so hopefully you think they're awesome and go support and check them out. Plus, also, some venues, it's harder to find shows. I've also learned, I think Unity 3 Community is still doing shows, but they're kind of keeping on the down low. So stuff like that, I am not sure where to find some of that information unless it pops up. But regardless, if you find it, you can always let me know. Or, go just support. Go support all these places, these bands, these venues. Enjoy it. I think that's all I got. So until next week, of course, be safe. Like I say, please mask up. Let's make these spaces more inclusive for everyone, including our immunocompromised friends. But have fun out there. Enjoy all this live music. Show the bands that you love them. Show the venues you love them. And just throw them your support. So until next week, guys, take care.